It's James with NetNewsLedger. I'm joined by Silas Young, Thunder Bay's Abu, and Lori Paris, and we're talking about the International Students Dinner this year, which is changing quite a bit. Abu, you were kind of the spark plug to found this. Why don't you share with our readers and viewers a little bit about why this started, and then we'll go shift to Lori and Silas for a little bit more information.
Letting me inviting here to share about the welcome home dinner. So I guess it started last year, right? The reason it started was like just a little idea of sharing the, what is that called? Holiday with the newcomers who usually doesn't have family or friends to celebrate the holiday time. So then we was like gathering ideas with Sheena, Mel, and Lori, and was thinking if we can do something for newcomers to find a fun way to like celebrate this holiday season. And then this idea came out actually.
Now, last year we had a pretty full house at the hub, Lori.
Yeah, it was full, yeah.
Now, as we shifted over to COVID year, what's happening this year, Lori? You're still hosting the event, but it's not going to be a dinner where everybody's sitting down.
Yeah, we thought it was really important to continue doing the welcome home dinner because after speaking to some international students, they said they weren't getting invites to the homes of people in Thunder Bay because people were staying in their within their family pods, right? So we put in a COVID-friendly, COVID-careful pickup window at the hub for our kiosk vendors so that they could continue operating if we were put into orange or red zones in the second wave. So Mel Lagarde and Sheena Campbell and Abu and myself started chatting and said, well, let's use the window. We connected ourselves with Silas Young and Mike Bird because we're doing a project which we're going to announce that evening to help international students in the future. And and we put together some funding this year. Last year we had no money, so we were able to get donations of food for 50 students, and 50 students came. And this year we were able to get funding from our sponsors, and I'll leave that up to Silas to chat about that because he did a lot of the fundraising for that, so that we could feed 100 students. So the way it's going to be this year, it's going to be an hour and a half of a pickup. So you register at Eventbrite and you pick up your meal at the window.
So there are some tickets still available?
The last I heard, there was only 25. So out of the 100, over the weekend, they started going like wildfire.
Now, Silas, one of the most important components to any event that happens are the sponsors and the work that happens. Can you share with us a little bit about what happened to make this all come together?
I think it's really important that Abu founded this event, and I think that it goes and between Lori's efforts and everyone's efforts and the contributions and supports from our sponsors, both with financial contributions and just by helping out with the event, we've realized that the community can come together and still follow COVID-19 protocols. Like, again, Lori has agreed to host the event at the Hub Bazaar. Wild Time will be catering it. We got financial contributions from Fort William BIA, Anactus Lakehead, which is a club at Lakehead University, the Lakehead University Student Union, who has also donated some food. And then of course, NetNewsLedger will be covering the event.
It's always fun to do these events. And this has been a challenge this year. We've been covering a lot of things from a distance. And then we're trying to get to as many, actually get to events too, which under COVID is a challenge. We're protecting our families.
Yeah, we're going to ensure that at the Hub Bazaar, even with the setup, that there's only around 7 people inside the hub putting the meal together. It will be done. Tables will be set up. The food will be in chafing dishes, and it'll be served up warm. People will be socially distanced. The tables will be apart. We will ensure that we're careful not only at the window, but inside the hub while we're serving up the meals.
So are there going to be people sitting down to a meal, or is it all going to
No,
be virtual?
It's all pickup.
Okay.
Pick up through the window, and then we're hoping that you're able to capture some of the fun moments, and then we're going to be asking the students to take a picture of themselves at home enjoying their meal and post it to social media, so that that's how we're going to enjoy that evening. We just felt that it was more important than ever that we use the skills we had and what we learned in the first wave on how to follow through with this. Because they asked for a traditional turkey dinner. Last year, we were able to give them finger food and some pizzas, anything that we got donated. The meal, is pork free and alcohol free. We've done that this year also.
Mhm.
It's going to be a wonderful meal. We're going to fill those containers full with turkey and gravy. We have vegetarian pierogies and cabbage rolls and a salad and a bun. Like there'll be options. If you don't eat meat, we can still fill a plate for you.
Well, it's
So-
interesting. Sorry.
So all of this now comes together, and it's one of those things with the city of Thunder Bay where the people seem to be leading the way. This thing came out from the people to be done by the people, and it's so exciting. I mean, last year it was interesting because literally we had a slew of political people coming by to say hi and to participate. And this year, it's the virtual nature of this is always more different for all of us. It's a holiday season, and yet, we're in these bubbles. They're asking us to keep our social distance from, especially over the holidays, and that'll make it very difficult on people. So it's so good to see this coming together so well.
Yeah, we're happy that people are supporting it. There will be a press release going out to let the politicians know that this is going on, and politicians know how to social distance. So if they want to come and be at the window, whatever they feel that they can do, we're more than welcome for them to come and support. The press knows how to get a good interview during COVID,
Yeah.
but we'll be watching from now. The event is for the international students. This event is on Tuesday, December 29th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. We'll be watching those numbers very closely to see what's going on. And we'll do what we need to do according to those numbers in the city of Thunder Bay.
Well, I want to thank you all for taking the time. It always is everything that goes on that's a volunteer effort. I mean, there's the three of you who've been spark plugging this, but it's all the people in behind it too that make such a difference. And I just want to thank you for taking the time today to share.
Well, I just want to say it's not just the three of us. There's also Michael Bird. There's also Sheena Campbell and Mel Lagarde, and all the people that will be coming to volunteer over the 2 days to set up and put these meals out the window. And thank you, James. And thank you to all our sponsors and to international students everywhere. We hope you have a really happy holiday.
And thank you all for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, James.